Hello and good morning. Buenos dias. My name is Janine, and thank you for being here today, and welcome to your practice. So it's morning time for me, whether or not it is for you or not. We're going to work through a short sequence that will help to really just warm up the body, get the body moving, get the body feeling invigorated. So we'll move through some sun salutations, as well as get into a bit of a twisty flow. So I have a couple of blocks with me, which might be nice if you have them at home to bring to your practice today to help support you. But they're not absolutely necessary, but props are always nice as an added support. So whether you have blocks or a couple books or maybe some pillows that are a little stiffer you can hold on to, just to help bring the ground a little bit closer to you. So normally we begin in a seated meditation, but I think for today, let's begin our practice standing. So making your way up onto your feet. I'll have one last sip of my tea. Finding yourself at the top of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. So from here, before we find ourselves into stillness, into our mountain pose, why don't we go ahead and just begin to bring our weight onto one of our feet, maybe your right foot, and then rock your weight over onto your left foot, maybe even slightly picking up your opposite foot here. So just moving side to side like this a couple times and beginning to check in with your breath, become aware of your breath, maybe deepening your inhales and your exhales. And every time that you rock side to side, maybe your movements just become a little smaller, really taking notice to all those points of contact from your toes to the mid of the foot, the sole of the foot, to the heel. And then why don't we go ahead and begin to rock our weight onto our heels and then rock it forward onto our toes. Maybe see if you can close your eyes down here too. We're just coming into our balance here, helping to find our equilibrium. So this can be a really nice way to find our midline, find our plume line, it's called, this energy line that's running down the center of our body, our very center point. So just moving front to back, side to side. Breathing deeply in through the nose. Maybe letting it out on your exhale. And finding yourself in your center. Finding stillness for a moment, maybe shining your palms forward, maybe bringing your shoulders up towards the ears so you can roll them back behind you, tucking your tailbone here and grow your spine nice and tall, resembling the sturdy and stable mountain in your Tadasana. Breathing, just beginning to land here. Coming into your space, coming into your surroundings. You've made it, you are here. Your chest is open, your heart is open, you are open and available. You're here for your practice, surrendering to your experience in whatever form or way it wants to show up for you today. Taking one more big breath in through the nose. Let it out on your exhale. Maybe blinking your eyes open if you have them closed. And we'll begin by coming into some slow, mindful sun salutation. So we're here to greet the day, greet the sun that is now shining down on me. Maybe it's shining on you wherever you are. Let's inhale as we float our arms, circling them up towards the sky, palms touch. And let's stay here on our exhale. On your inhale, maybe growing taller, feeling length from your side bodies. And exhale as you bring your hands to heart center. Doing that a couple more times, floating your arms up, circling them on your inhale. Exhale to stay, growing tall. Maybe your gaze looks up, maybe a little smile comes across your face. And exhale as you bring your hands to heart center. Following your breath, inhaling up. Exhale to stay. Inhaling here. And exhale to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale your hands up. This time, exhale as you begin to fold forward. We're coming into our first forward fold here. So we're just going to slowly move through our sun salutation sequence. We'll stay in each pose for a few rounds of breath, and then we'll begin to pick it up. So maybe your blocks are close by here, and you would like to grab onto one to again bring that earth closer to you. This can be really nice, so we feel like we get a little more length in the back lines of the body. Maybe your hamstrings are really tight this morning. Go ahead and let your head be heavy here. Rock it side to side if that feels good. Maybe lightly bend into one knee and then the other. Just beginning to wake up the back lines of the body. Let's inhale to halfway lift, maybe using that block for support or bringing your hands to the mat or your shins. Staying here for your exhale. Inhaling again. And exhale to fold forward. Planting your hands here, let's go ahead and step our right leg all the way back to the end of the mat, dropping your knees down, and we're coming into our Anjaneyasana here, maybe bringing your blocks with you again for that support. So lining yourself up here in your low lunge, opening up the chest, breathing in, breathing out. One more big breath in. And maybe removing those blocks, planting your hands down. We're gonna kick ourselves up to the top of the mat, back into our forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. From here, go ahead and plant your hands and step both feet back so you're coming into a plank pose. Let's stay here for a couple rounds of breath, pushing into your hands equally, pushing out of your shoulder blades, pushing backwards into your heels. So you're creating this nice, long, strong line here. One more big breath in. And on your exhale, maybe lowering your knees to the mat, hugging your elbows into your chest as you lower your torso onto the earth. Inhale into your cobra pose. This is Bhujangasana. So hugging your elbows into your ribs here, pushing into the tops of your feet. Staying here for a round of breath. And exhale to release. Pushing into your hands here, tucking your toes, and we're pushing ourselves up and back into our downward facing dog. Maybe walking out the dog here, so just bending each knee one at a time. And you can begin to slowly walk yourself up to the top of the mat in your fold. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold. This time we'll inhale as we circle our arms up, coming into a standing upward salute, and exhale to heart center. Okay, let's do that all one more time on our second side, and then we'll speed it up. So inhale as you circle your hands up towards the sky, palms touch, and exhale as you fold forward into that forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift, finding your blocks, your shins. Exhale to fold. Planting your hands, let's step our left foot all the way back, coming into our Anjaneyasana here on the second side. Taking a couple rounds of breath here just to allow your hip flexors to open up. Feeling into this low lunge, opening up the heart. And planting your hands back onto the earth, tucking your toe to push yourself up to the top of the mat, coming into your forward fold. We'll inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold. Planting your hands, stepping back into that plank pose. Setting yourself up here nice and strong, pushing equally into your feet as you are your hands. And exhale to lower down. Maybe your knees find the earth first, hugging your elbows into your chest as you lower yourself onto the earth. On your inhale, coming into your cobra, mini back bend here. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release as we push ourselves back into our downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here. Maybe pushing into one foot and then the other. Maybe even giving more weight into one hand and then the other. Lifting your fingertips off the earth. Just feeling into a lateral stretch here. And go ahead and walk yourself up to the top of the mat in your fold. Inhale into your halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale as you reach your hands nice and tall up towards the sky, upward salute, and exhale to heart center. Okay, let's move through that one more time on each side, but we'll speed it up this time, following your movement with your breath. You do not have to be on my time, but all that matters is that you're following your movement with your breath. You can completely change it up if you want to too. All right, let's bring our hands to our sides, mountain pose. Inhale as you reach your hands up, upward salute. Exhale into your fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands, step back with your right foot, low lunge. Maybe your hands travel up towards the sky this time. Inhaling here, and exhale, hands find the earth, kicking yourself up towards to the top of the mat into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step it back to that plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to lower yourself down to the mat. Maybe chaturanga here if that feels good to you. Inhale, halfway lift, cobra pose, bhujangasana, mini back bend. Exhale, fold. Begin to push yourself up into your down dog. Exhale here. Inhale. And exhale, begin to walk yourself up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up to standing, upward salute. And exhale to heart center. Amazing. Let's get into our second side. Inhale those hands up towards the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step it back with your left foot this time. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale your hands to the sky. Exhale your hands. Find the earth. Step it forward. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hand. Step it back. Plank pose. Lower it to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release. Push it back. Downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale through the mouth. Step it forward. Forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle it up. Upward salute. Maybe mini smile here, looking up at the sky. And exhale to heart center. Maybe bringing your palms open on either side, just taking a moment here to feel into your heartbeat. Feel that prana, that energy moving through your body, that blood flow, warming you up. All right, let's inhale our hands back up towards the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Keep that knee lifted, planting into your right hand as we begin to peel our left hand up towards the sky, coming into an easy twist here. So think about pushing the back of your left hand into an invisible wall. Maybe your gaze looks up, follows your fingertips. Maybe your head is neutral here. If this is too much, you can definitely lower your knee. A few rounds of breath here, pushing into that heel, growing tall out of the arches of your feet. And exhale to release, framing your foot. Let's step it up to the top of the mat. Fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Planting your hands, let's step it back with our left foot this time, coming into our second side, planting your left hand to the mat, reaching your right arm up towards the sky, easy twist, second side, pushing into your heel here. Opening your chest, staying open to experience, to sensation. And release, framing your foot. Let's kick it up to the top of the mat. You're in your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle it up all the way. Upward salute. Exhale to heart center. Amazing. Let's bring our hands, or our feet that is, to the outer corners of the mat. We're gonna sink it down, coming into our yogi squat here. So this is a great place for a block too, if you wanna stick that underneath your bum for support, to prop yourself up to grow nice and tall, using your elbows to push your knees open. Maybe you're right up here and you wanna use your fingertips for support too. That is all good. Wherever you are, breathe into this big hip opener. All right, and bringing your fingertips to the earth, maybe taking the block out from under you. Slowly begin to lower yourself onto the mat. From here, let's get into one of my favorite hip flexor openers. This is fire log, so I'll turn to face you here. So we're gonna set ourselves up so that our feet are parallel to one another. So go ahead and bring your right leg over top of your left. So you're lining up both of your shins here. So your right ankle is right over top of your left knee, and your left ankle is right over top or underneath your right knee. So you might be way up here because this can be really tight and intense on the hips. It's a different kind of hip opener, a different area in the hip flexor. So a block is awesome for here. You can place it in between that ankle and that knee. And growing your spine nice and tall here, just taking a moment to settle into this hip stretch. And if you would like to go deeper, let's bring our hands into Anjali Mudra, that prayer pose in front of our chest. And we're going to twist ourselves over towards the right, hooking that left elbow onto that right thigh as we open the chest, looking over our right elbow, right shoulder. So this gets into my right glute a lot deeper now because I'm using this extra weight in my elbow to push that leg down, creating a deeper stretch. So if this is too much, then that is all good. You can definitely just stay forward, or maybe you want to keep it upright and just bring the left sole of your hand, palm of your hand, to your left knee and just open it up in a twist this way. Bringing your right hand back behind you, keeping your spine nice and tall. Maybe invite in a little variation of twist here if you can. Otherwise, all good. Stay forward if that feels good for you. Wherever you are, 2 more rounds of breath, deeply in through the nose, maybe out the mouth. All right, you can bring it back to center from here. We'll just go ahead and uncross these feet. Bring your hands back behind you, uncross everything, soles of the feet to the mat, just for a couple rounds. Let's windshield wiper our knees back and forth, just to kind of let that deep stretch go a little bit. Okay, let's get right into that second side. So bringing your right leg out in front of you and stacking your left leg over top, lining up your ankle and your knee on either side, maybe bringing that block in between your knee and your ankle for support. You know, even if your ankle and your knee are touching here, maybe just bring this supportive prop here for you if you have a pillow or a bolster, and just try something new today by giving yourself a little extra support than you might be used to. And then maybe you can twist deeper as well. So bringing your hands to heart center and go ahead and twist over to your left hand side, bringing your right elbow onto your left thigh, using that as leverage to twist open. Or maybe staying upright and bringing your left hand back behind you, right hand to your knee. Wherever you are, just breathing here, coming back into your breath. One more big breath in through the nose and let it out the mouth. Bringing yourself back to center, uncrossing those legs, coming back into that windshield wiper motion for just a moment. And we'll come into one more twist, but let's find ourselves lying down on our mat now. So go ahead and find yourself onto your back, maybe slowly rolling yourself down, being gentle, taking your time, and just go ahead and bring your knees into your chest here for a moment and rock your lower back out here, just massaging that side to side. So we're going to come into a supine twist. So go ahead and bring your left sole of the foot to the earth and use that as leverage to just pick your hips up and move them slightly over to the right. So we're just finding this center line, this plume line once again, so that we're twisting from the center. So maybe you would like to bring both your knees up on a 45-degree angle and just allow them to fall over to your left-hand side as your right arm opens up to your right. And maybe your gaze follows, looking over to your right hand, or maybe your gaze stays straight up. Or closing down the eyes here. So again, another nice place for a block if your knees are not touching. You can put that block in between your knees for a little support, or a pillow here. It can actually feel really nice just to help let go and melt into this pose. So let's take a few rounds of breath here just to really slow it down, coming into the near end of our practice. Taking one more deep breath in through the nose, and an encouraged sigh out the mouth on your exhale. Removing any props you may have between your legs, bringing your knees back in towards you, and just rocking it out side to side here for a moment. Then planting your right foot towards the earth, picking up your hips and moving them over towards your left just slightly so you create that long line, hugging your knees on a 45-degree angle here and allowing yourself to fall over to the right hand side, maybe using your right hand to guide your knees, opening your left arm over towards your left side, maybe your head falls over and gazes in that direction as well. Grabbing any props you might want for this side now. So seeing the difference as well from one side to the other. And just letting yourself melt into this pose. One more deep breath in through your nose. Exhale everything out. From here, let's just roll over onto our right side, removing that prop if you have it, coming into a fetal position just for a moment. Just giving your body a second here to adjust from that twist. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and push yourself up to a seat, finding yourself in perhaps a cross-legged position, or whatever is comfortable for you to close your practice today. Let's inhale our shoulders up towards the ears and exhale as you roll your shoulder blades back behind you. Bringing your hands to heart center. Humbling your head towards your heart, giving yourself some thanks, some gratitude for taking this time for you today. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for being here today. I hope that this felt good in your body. Let me know what you thought. If you haven't already, please subscribe, give me a like or a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.